Hey friends, new location today. We are in the tack room. I'm at the barn and my friend asked me if I would pot up her lemon tree in this pot. Let's talk for a second about lemon trees. So this one was grown from seed and a friend of hers gave her the seedling and she potted it up into this pot. Actually her mother did, and it looks like it might be in like a composty soil, so we're gonna move it into more of a indoor soil mix. If you purchase a lemon tree like a Meyer lemon or another lemon tree from a nursery, those are grafted unions, so you want to make sure that you don't plant that graft below the soil surface. In this case, this grew from seed, so we're just going to make sure we get it into some good potting soil. This container isn't a whole lot bigger, but this is a little guy here, this little seedling. He is about 2 years old. Let's start working on our soil. Okay, to the soil, I am going to use some Espoma citrus tone. It's a brand new bag, so let me get it open. And in this container, you need about a half a cup. And you really want to mix it in, get it down at the bottom. So as the roots grow, they'll get into that fertilizer. Now this is the slow release granulated. There is a liquid citrus tone as well. But they are going to take this home on a nicer day. They will be putting it out for the summer, and we'll talk about that a little bit in just a moment.
This poor little guy was really in there. The soil was really wet and this soil was very compacted. As you can see, as I shook it, nothing came out. I had to really dig around and it was just sloppy in there. So it took a minute to get him out. Once I got that sapling out, I just set the plant on top of the soil that was already in the container, mixed in with the fertilizer. Now I'm just adding more potting soil on top so he can be settled in and get comfy in his new home.
Okay, so we have our lemon tree repotted into its new container. And as I said, they plan on taking him home until it's warm enough to put him outside for the summer. You do want to make sure the temperatures are at least 40 degrees at night before you start putting him outside, and you do want to transition a lemon tree slowly, get them used to being outside and in the full sun if that's where you're going to have them live in the summer. So you may want to start on a covered patio and then gradually move them into the sunlight. And same when you bring them back indoors my hands are filthy, when you bring them back indoors for the winter. So again, you want to make sure around the 40-degree mark that you start thinking about bringing that plant inside for the winter, and the gradual progression of bringing them to the more shady location because they'll be in full sun all summer. And at that point, when you're you're moving them outside, and then again when you bring them back in. It's a good time to refresh the fertilizer, add some citrus tone to the top of the container. If you need to pot it up again in the fall when you're bringing it indoors, that would be a great time. Add that fertilizer back into the bottom of the soil and refresh the container. And I hope you guys enjoy a long living fruit tree. I'm excited to watch this one grow at my friend's house. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much.